Hey kids, is everybody ready? I should say ready, set, go! We're going to keep talking about letter Z. Did we draw some zebras when we talked about letter Z? You know what? We're going to draw some zebras on some paper because we're going to make a zoo page today. Because letter Z starts for zoo, and zebra. So we're going to talk about a zoo. Oh, look, there's a zoo right here. Can you see my zoo? It's just a paper zoo. And we're going to make something that goes with zoos today. You know what? In fact, I'm going to show you some pictures of some zoo animals. Check these out. Look at how cool they are. Look at the spots all over the wings of that owl. Isn't that cool? And, oh, look at that peacock. Can you see that? That peacock has lots and lots of feathers that are all polka dotted. Look at that tall giraffe. Does he have lots of dots? And this leopard has lots of dots. Wow, those are some cool animals. You know what? There's lots of dots on this one, but do you know what I noticed? Here's some more zoo animals. Let's see if you can see these zoo animals. And these zoo animals don't have a lot of spots on these pictures. These have stripes. There's a tiger. Oh, he's got some spots around his eyes. That's a panda. Oh, there's a hippopotamus. I love singing about hippopotamuses. I think they're kind of fun. There's an elephant with his long trunk. But look, the zebra has some stripes. And the snake has some stripes. Oh, these guys both have spots. But there's lots of animals with stripes at the zoo. So spots and stripes are all over the zoo. So we're going to make a spots and stripes zoo page. I want to show you kind of a funny picture. Look at the zebra. Wouldn't it be fun if zebras had rainbow stripes? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? But they would still have stripes. Stripes are kind of fun. You know what? We're going to make a stripes and spots page today. But first of all, let's talk about what you would do if you went to the zoo. Look at this. What would you do if you go to the zoo? Would you hippity hop like a gray kangaroo? Would you roar like a big hairy lion would do? Roar! Oh, let me hear it. Oh, that's a good roar. Would you say to the elephant, how do you do? Would you watch all the monkeys while they're watching you? Would you count if the camel has one hump or two? Would you find the giraffe and see how tall he grew? There's so much to do when you go to the zoo. So today, we're not really going to the zoo, but we're going to look at stripes and spots and see if we can make a zoo page that's spotted and striped. So you know what we need to do? We need to get a plain piece of paper. I'm going to use an orange one. You can use any color that you want. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, though, we're going to have to find us some zebras. We better draw some zebras because we're going to need some animals to go in our zoo. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase off these guys because we're going to draw some. All right? Should we draw some? We're going to do it. We already practiced. Now we're going to do a great job making some zebras. All right. I'm going to get a piece of paper. Let's see if we can draw a zebra on here. All right. We don't want a huge one, so we're just going to draw a circle for his body. Okay? And then we got to draw 2 lines for his neck. Do we have a neck? Do zebras have necks? You know what? Let's look at our little zebra right here. Does he have a neck? Yeah. Yeah, he has. So let's draw a head for him. And little pointed ears. So let's draw some ears on our zebra. And some eyes. And then a zebra has a little thing like this so he can breathe. There's his little nose, and his little mouth is kind of on there. It's kind of hard to see. Can you see that on our zebra's head? So we're going to draw our little nose right here and our eyes. Now our zebra's got to have some legs. Now you can just draw stick legs, or you can come back up and draw legs like this. Whichever way you want, because it's your zebra. Now let's look at the bottom of his legs. Does he have little hoofs? So I'm going to draw some little hoofs on the bottom of his legs. How's that? And his tail has some little, let's look at it right here. It's like kind of like a horse's mane, but it has some little hair right there. And he has a little bit of hair right on his neck. And then he needs some stripes. Those are the easiest part of the zebra. Did you get some stripes on your zebra? That's not a bad looking zebra. How does that look? You know what? Let's try drawing an elephant for our zoo. Should we draw an elephant? Okay, let's draw another body. You draw a body on there. All right, let's draw. He doesn't have a very big neck. And then let's draw a face. And he needs a long trunk. Can you draw a long trunk on there? And then he needs a big ear. Can you draw a big ear? You know what? I'm going to kind of color that ear in. How's that? And I'm going to kind of just draw some lines on his trunk and some eyes. Oh, that's a funny looking elephant. And a mouth. It's a funny looking elephant, but you know what? You can tell it's an elephant. I can tell it's an elephant because of its trunk. You don't have to make your elephant look perfect. Let's give him some legs. And elephants have like toenails. So we'll give him some toenails. Can you see those little toenails on there? That is a funny looking elephant face, isn't it? And give him a little tail. All right. He doesn't look a lot like an elephant, but can we pretend? Yeah, we'll just pretend he's an elephant. That's a funny, you know what? We're going to take these and we're going to, you know what? Let's try one more. If you don't like an animal, you can always just draw another one. This time, though, I'm going to use a brown one because I'm going to try and draw a giraffe. I hope it looks better than my elephant. All right, let's try a giraffe. Let's draw a body. And he's got long legs, but he also has a long neck. Does he have a long neck? Let's see. Now, a giraffe needs a head. Can you draw a circle on there for his head? So he's got a long neck. You know what? I'm probably going to need to look for just a minute. Should we see if we can find a giraffe to look at while we're drawing our giraffe? And I just showed you a picture of a giraffe. Oh, here it is. All right. Let's look at our giraffe right here. Look at his head. He's got some ears and some little things, horns on his head. So let's try it. Let's draw some little horns. And they have little circles on top. And then he's got some ears. And then his face. Let's look at his face for just a minute. Yeah, he's got a couple of eyes. And then he's got some little spots. Can we draw some spots on him? And let's draw a tail with some little things on it. Now, the giraffe looks better than the elephant, so guess what? I might not use the elephant. You can use whichever ones you want, or you can use all of them or none of them. Okay, let's try. I'm going to cut out the giraffe. I'm just going to cut around him. I'm not going to cut super close. I'm going to cut around my giraffe. He's really, really close to the zebra. Okay, so there's my little giraffe. And a little zebra. How's yours coming along? Are you doing pretty good? You know what? While you're drawing and you're cutting out, There we go. You know what? I don't love my elephant, so I'm not going to use him. If you want to use yours, you can, but you do not have to. Okay, that's totally up to you. I'm going to have a giraffe and a zebra. You can do 2 animals or 3 animals. Now, if there might be another animal, maybe there's another animal you would rather draw. If you don't like those animals, maybe we could try drawing a bear. Should we try a bear? Because bears live at the zoo. So let's draw another body. And they have kind of shorter legs, don't they? And we're just going to draw a head on there and some little round ears. There's some eyes on our bear, and they just have kind of a little stubby tail. How's that? Those are some things you could draw if you wanted to. So you can just kind of experiment with what you want to draw. I'm going to cut out my bear. There we go. And we're going to put on whatever animals we want to put on. So, if I look at this page, my animals don't look a lot like it. And you know what? If you're having a hard time drawing it and you're getting frustrated, you could talk to your grown-up and maybe you could find a zebra or a giraffe or a bear or an elephant on the computer or in a magazine, and you could cut them out. You can choose what you want to do. All right. While you're deciding and while you're cutting out and you're coloring, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to read you a zoo story. This is a story about another kind of animal who lives at the zoo. He's called a chameleon. And chameleons can change colors. They can get stars. They can get stripes. They just blend into wherever they are. They're kind of cool how they change colors. And guess what? This story is about a chameleon who thinks he is the king of the zoo. Is that crazy? The king of the zoo. And this book, let's open it up and see what happens. And we're going to see if we can see some spotted and some striped animals at the zoo. You think we can? All right. There's the king of the zoo. And it is written by Erica Pearl. And it's illustrated by Jackie Urbanvik. Cool. That's a fun looking zoo. They say the lion is the king of the jungle. But who's the king of the zoo? Pages are stuck together. Okay. Carlos. That's who. There was no one cooler or more clever or more charming than Carlos. Or so he thought. Carlos, look! King of the zoo. I know, I am. Hey! A kangaroo? Carlos was hopping mad. Oh, look at that. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. Then things got worse. Carlos scratched his head. The monkey? The king of the zoo? Not again. The monkey too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. Oh dear. Carlos is not very happy. Then things got even worse. Carlos stomped his foot in frustration. Not again. The elephant too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. And then things got even worse. Oh, look there. Oh, no. Carlos growled unhappily. Not again. The tiger, too? The king of the zoo is me. That's who. And then things got even worse. Oh, no. Carlos stretched out his neck stubbornly. Not again. The giraffe, too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. But then things sunk to a new low. Oh, no. The hippo, too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. Oh, no. Who else is king? The pygmy shrew? Yep. Oh, no, his friends are laughing. This had to stop. There was room for only one king, and that is me. That's who. Carlos paced with envy. Can you see him? He paced green with envy. Why did there have to be another king of the zoo? It just wasn't fair. Carlos saw red. He was the best king. Carlos basked in a purple glow. But purple gave way to blue. Uh-oh, can you see poor Carlos? Was he still the best king? Or had he gotten a little bit rusty? Carlos went yellow with fear. Maybe he wasn't the king anymore. Maybe no one had told him. Grandma, check it out. He's my favorite. Carlos blinked. Check out what? I don't see. Right here. Doesn't he rule? Carlos blushed. Somebody thought he ruled. Just one single solitary person. But the funny thing was, he felt like it was the whole kingdom. Who still got it? Who still got it? Carlos, that's who. What's your favorite animal at the zoo? Did Carlos find lots of stripes and spots and colors when he was trying to be the king of the zoo? Okay, do you have your animals? We're going to make a stripes and spots page. So we're going to need a plain piece of paper, but and then we're going to need some straight pieces. We're going to put this, I'm going to put this right here so we can watch it. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a collage. And we're going to do stripes and we're going to do spots. So you can use whatever colors you want. I have a couple of yellow pieces of paper and they're just some stripes, just some strips of paper. I'm going to do some yellow. I'm going to do some brown. And maybe I'll do a white. All right. Now, I'm going to take them. Let's see. I think I'm going to do some stripes and I'm going to do some spots. Would you like to do that too? So let's take our pieces of paper. And I think I'm going to use a black marker so that we can see the spots and the stripes. And I'm going to take them and I'm going to draw some stripes on here. Are stripes hard to write? Oh, how about some spots? Oh, I'm going to do some spots on here too. Oh, you're doing lots of spots? Okay, that yellow one's all done. I'm going to do a few more spots on my brown one. You can do them any color you want. I think I need some more stripes. This is going to be like zebra stripes. You know what? I think maybe I want to try some tiger stripes. Do tigers have stripes? Do you have some stripes and some spots? Okay, we're going to take our stripes and our spots, and we're going to take our glue. We're going to need our glue, and so we've got I've got stripe pages, and I have spot ones, and I'm going to take some glue. So get your glue out, and mine's glue's all stuck. Okay, I'm going to take some glue, and I'm going to put it on the back. I'm going to put some glue right on the back of some spots, and I'm going to stick it on there. Let's try, maybe I should try some stripes. Oh, how about some stripes on here? Oh, that's looking good. Let's do some more spots. Okay, how about some more stripes? Let's do some more stripes. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of them. I have one more thing of stripes. We'll do one more stripes. Should I do one more stripes? All right. We have spots and stripes at the zoo. Now guess what? Oops. I didn't wait for it to dry, did I? Okay, I'm going to take my giraffe. And you can take your giraffe you made or a giraffe that you ran off, and we're going to put glue on the back of him. And we're going to stick a giraffe right on there. And I'm going to take my zebra that I made, and we're going to put the zebra on there. And you know what? I only have room for two. Well, I guess I could put my bear up there. You can do them however you want. This is your page for animals and stripes and spots. Are there lots of stripes and spots at the zoo? I think that's one of the most fun things about the zoo is you can put stuff all over it, can't you? That's the fun thing about making a page. You can do yours. Yours is going to look very different from mine. You do it however you want. But a fun thing about the zoo is being able to go see the animals and spend time and see what they can do. There's so many cool things that the zoo does, but a lot of spots and stripes you're going to see there. So letter Z stands for zoo, and spots and stripes too. I love spots and stripes. But more than that, I love being with you. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. You're awesome, possum. Have a great day.